We're going to run a 499 demonstration game, 499 gold demonstration game of Darklands here. I have a Ysian host, and Jamie here has got the Fomoraic. In my list here, I have got 7 Druid Archers, 10 Axe Drones, 2 Brutes, which are the big chopper things, and they're all led by a Battle Drone. Over there, you have got 3 Tarvacs, which have got great weapons, a Malox, which is the bigger choppy thing, and they're led by a Gabrax Tane. Now you'll note that there's no minimum requirements in this at this gold level, so we don't need to have a unit of Gabrax because there's a Gabrax Tane lead in the host. There's no need. It's at such smaller levels. There's very little restrictions on what you can take of the maximum levels. Okay, so normally how we would start is we would deploy. Just to speed this video up a bit, we've already deployed. It's relatively simple. So basically what we do is to see who's going to activate first is we take an authority check. My battle drone has an authority of 75, so roll a d100 and compare. See if I can get underneath it. I roll 58.
I roll 51.
Jamie wins. So because he's rolled under his authority, he's rolled lower than me. So Jamie gets the choice of first activation.
I'll take first activation.
There you go.
First, I'll activate the Malox. On an attack order.
Okay.
And I will run him.
When you run, you can go up to twice your pace value. The Malox has a pace of
5, so I can move up to 10.
Up to 10 inches. So basically, this is the Malox just galloping forward because there's all of the Fomoraic stuff that I'm facing today is basically beat stick stuff that just wants to get into you as fast as possible and hit you over the head. I don't really want to go anywhere near that Malox unless it's to hold it up for a little while because it's easily the most powerful thing on the battlefield. Right, okay, so my activation, I will activate my Brutes. Well, the best thing to hold up that Malox, it'll make a mess of the Druids pretty quickly. The Brutes have got a pace of 6, so they can run up to 12. Now the Brutes are feral, so they're always on attack orders, because basically they're just raving mad nutters. They want to meet with their foe as quickly as possible. I'm going to put them there, over to there. So if they can make a charge, they have to do the charge. They've got no choice. Similar is the Tarvacs, they're also feral. So that's my activation over, so I'm back over to Jamie. As you can see, this is a I activate, you activate system. There is a bit of a caveat to that in that once per game a commander can take an authority test, and if he passes, he can activate a second unit within his host. So it's kind of, you only want to do that when you need to do that.
I'll activate the Gabrax Tane. He's on a move order. I'm going to march, so I can move up to triple my move. His pace is 5, so I can move up to 15.
This is a way to close with your foe much quicker. The thing about that is though, he can't declare a charge whilst he's on a move order, so he would have to change his orders next hour if he wants to go any quicker.
Move 11 inches to there.
Okay. When I say hour, I'm referring to a turn in Darklands. Each turn we call an hour. Now, so for me, I'm going to activate the Drones. The Drones on attack orders, the Axe Drones. I don't want them to go barreling forwards, but I just want to keep them in the middle a bit, so I can choose basically, do I need to go left or right of this wood that's ahead of me to see which way it's going to go. The Drones have great weapons, so they do more damage in close combat than regular weapons. So they'll be quite good at chopping off bits off monsters. Okay, that's my activation.
Activate the Tarvacs.
There they come.
They will run up to double their pace, which is up to 12. And they will go about 8.
See, Tarvacs are going straight to the centre there. Probably the best place for them on attack orders. Okay, so it's my activation. As you can see, Jamie has activated all of his units already. I've got 2 more units than Jamie, so I've got a little bit more tactical flexibility in that I can activate some of my stuff that I even know what it's going to do anyway, like the Brutes and barrel forward, or that doesn't just matter just yet. So I'm saving the Druid Archers back until he closes with me a bit so he can get within range. So I'm going to activate the Druid Archers now. They're on hold orders. Now when a unit with ranged weapons is on hold orders, it can elect to do a volley fire, which basically doubles the amount of shot dice it has because they're standing still and loosing off more shots for their arrows. They've got a range of 30 inches, and I want to have a go at those Tarvacs over there. So let's see if they're in range. And as you can see, they've all got line of sight and they're all in range. So normally I would have 7 shot dice, because they have 1 shot dice for each drone archer. Because they're on volley orders, hold orders, they can volley fire, they get to roll 14 dice. Now the skill of my bow drones is 33. The skill of Jamie's Tarvax is in the 20s, so I need 4s to hit the Tarvax. Now because I'm doing a volley fire, it's a bit harder, so I need 5s to hit them. So 5. Lots of misses there. Anything lower than a 5 is a miss. That wasn't great dice rolling. Only 4 hits out of 14 dice. Okay, now what happens now is all those arrows have come flying into the Tarvax. We need to see if they're strong enough to damage them, or if the armour and the natural constitution of the Tarvax can shrug them off. Now the might and weapon of the bows, well, of the arrows actually, is 35. Now what's your constitution?
47.
So 35 by 47, as we can see, you need 5s to bounce those off.
2 go through.
2 go through. So now this is how many damage dice go through. You add them together, that's what you've done. Double 0.
Snake eyes.
That is pretty much snake eyes. So they've done no damage there, which was a bit rubbish because I was hoping for a bit better than that. Now I'd like to make the battle drone. He's also on move orders. The good thing about your general is you can change his orders at the beginning of his activation. So if I wanted to, I could instantly change to attack orders and go charging off. As it is, I'm just going to keep him here to be a bit more tactically flexible, and I'm going to march him around there. And that is the end of that hour. That's the last activation. So that's hour 1 completed. So we turn over our activation tokens, our order tokens, ready for the next hour. And there we go, that's the first hour over, and it's basically recycle and go again. So, authority test. Okay, I've got 81, which is over my authority, so I've effectively gone bust, so I'm out of it.
I've got 6.
And you've got 6, so Jamie goes. Decisions.
Yeah, decisions. One way or another, you're probably going to get the charge on this Malox anyway.
Mm.
So I'm going to leave them like that. So I'm going to activate the Tarvax.
Okay.
Shuffle them up a bit.
Now because the Tarvax fell, first of all he needs to see if they have to charge something. So the range is 12 inches, which is out.
Can't see them.
They can't see through to the boots because of the woods, so he's okay. So the Tarvax can go forwards. Now because they're on attack orders, they have to end up closer to the enemy than they began. So we're still going to have to go forward a little bit. Obviously he doesn't want to put them all the way forwards because I'm going to counter charge him, and he's going to be in trouble. Because the Tarvax have got better pace than the drums, they can afford to hang back a little bit more. Right, okay, so that's your activation. Okay, so I'm going to activate next, and I'm going to have another go with these archers, see if they can do any better than last time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so I know from last time I need 5s to hit. And I get a load of misses again. I'm just going to pull out all the misses here. Now there is 1 9 in there, which means every 9 you get in Darklands explodes and gets you an additional hit. So that's 5 hits, slightly better. It was about the same as last time actually. And we know that Jamie needs 5s to bounce them off. So the 9 takes 1 with it, because it's exploded. So 3 dice for this time, so a bit better. Assuming of course I don't get 3 zeros. 12 points of damage, a little bit better. Now for me the objective of the Druid Archers in this game is to slowly whittle away at either the Malox or the Tarvax. So when they do get into combat they've already took a little bit of damage, which means I can hopefully chop them down a bit easier. Although I'd hope that they've done a bit more than that from the first turn. So activation goes back over to Jamie.
I will activate the Malox. I won't be within charging range, so what I will do is I'll run to deny you the charge.
Yeah. In Darklands, if you charge, it's easy to hit, but if you charge more than your pace value, you effectively built up a massive head of steam, which also makes it harder for your opponent to block your hits. So by actually getting in my face with the Malox, it means that I can't do a swift charge. I can only charge. Okay, so my activation next. Well, I may as well get this one out of the way then, as it looks blatantly obvious. I like to activate the brutes. The brutes are feral, so they've got to charge the closest visible unit. Well, that's nice and easy. Straight in there. Now again, because they haven't done a swift charge, they won't do any impact hits. It'd just be a basic charge. Now they have 5 attack dice each. Our skill is the same, so I need 5s to it, but because I've charged it's easier for me to hit, so I need 4s. Miss, miss, miss. Now there's a 9 in there, so 1 goes back in the pot. Now this is where we compare the might and weapon of my close combat weapons, which on the Bruce is 66, against the Malox's Constitution armour, which is
80.
80, because he's undamaged at the moment. If he was damaged it'd be a bit easier. So he needs 4s to stop those blows. And
3 go through.
4 go through.
4 go through, sorry.
So 4 go through, so hopefully the Brutes can do a bit of damage here to the Malox. And that's not too bad at all. 7, 10, 18 points of damage to the Malox. Now what happens with monsters and things like monster infantry and such like is, if you damage them, as you damage them there'll be yellow boxes along their profile. Each time you reach a yellow box they lose an attack. So the more you hit them, the weaker their defence is, and also the next time I have to attack that guy, his constitution armour is going to be lower, so it's going to be harder for him to bounce the blows off, because he's just been wounded, and you know, the more wounded you are, the harder it is to fight effectively. Okay, so that's my activation, so it's over to you, mate.
The only thing I've got left is my Gabriel Tame. He's still on the move order. I will move him, march him round here.
So it's just basically keeping him out of the way, setting himself up for a charge next turn to go into the Brutes. As you can see by the looks of it, it's keeping him far enough away so he could do a swift charge and build up that head of steam, so it'd be hard for my Brutes to fight him off. And also he's keeping out of the way of my battle drone over there. Okay, so at this point I will activate. Interesting. I'll activate my X-drones. Now they know that they're going to get charged sooner or later, but they needn't go straight in front of you. Ooh, interesting. Is that 12? Unless I change their orders. Okay, what I'll do is, much like Jamie's done, the best thing to do here is sooner or later, because he's got higher pace than me, he's going to get the charge. So by rushing straight in front of him, I can deny him a swift charge. Now I'm going to spread them out a bit, so when the casualties come in, my guys can fill in the gaps and counter attack. And because I've still got activation left, which is the battle drone, I'm going to keep him in move orders. And I'm going to move him here where he's nice and safe, but where he's got a view of both potential combats, so I can see where I want to put him into next turn. Alright, so that's the end of the hour. And we'll do a reback on the command tokens. And our forage test. I failed again, I've gone bust again.
46.
94. The thing is, if I fail the previous turn, I get a reroll, but because I've gone bust, I don't get a roll at all. So it's Jamie again, so we've got a choice here.
I will activate the Tarvax.
I thought you might.
In the attack order, they will charge the drones.
Straight in. We have to charge the drones, best thing.
They will not get the swift charge.
Definitely no swift charge there, but they're still going to get a charge, so their blows are going to be easy to hit. I'm probably going to lose maybe about 4 drones this turn, I think. So we'll sort of see. So in it goes.
Do I still get the bull charge from the thing, or is that only with a swift charge?
No, you need a swift charge to build the head of steam charge. So he's not built up a head of steam to do any impact hits or anything like that, it's just easier for him to hit. So he grabs all of his attack dice. Now his Tarvax have 5 attack dice each.
Yep.
And their skill is in the 20s, my drone's a bit better, their skills is in the 30s, so he needs 5s to it, which is down to 4s because he's performed charge. And then he not done too badly there. Okay, I need to bounce these bows off. There's a 9 in there, so you need to pop another dice in there, mate.
Oh, I didn't see it because I'm looking for.
Thank you very much. Right then, so your might and weapon is in the 60s.
63.
Mine is in the 20s. I need 7s to bounce these blows off. So you can see the difference between a really big thing hitting a much smaller thing. Okay, miss, or fail, 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 fail. I've managed to block 3 of them, which means that 3, 6, 7, 8 have gone through. Now because they're great weapons, he rolls double the damage dice. I'm in trouble. It's quite good chopping, isn't it?
What the Tarlax do best.
Every 15 points of damage here will kill a Droom.
9 there, let's get 5 together. 15 there. 15 there. 15 there. 9, 16, 20, 30 there.
Right, so add it all up then, so you've done. Okay, so I've lost 5 Druid Axemen there, now that hurt. And that's your activation over?
Yes, that's the activation over.
Okay, now I can activate back at this point. Now because he's basically come in and butchered everyone that was in base-to-base contact, these guys are no longer in combat with each other anymore because they have a 1-inch attack range, which is out. I see one of our trusty Tempest Force templates here. So I can actually declare a charge and have a go back at them. So I'm going to declare a charge for the Druid Axemen. Next Druids, and they're going to go flying in there. Into there like that. Okay, so I get these guys only have 1 dice each. Skill in 30s against 20s, and he falls down to 3s for charging, so it's a bit easier for the Droons to hit the target because they're more skillful. And I still managed to miss 3 times. Oh my god. Okay, so you can bounce those off. Now my damage is in the 50s, yours is the 40s.
Yep.
You need 6s to bounce those off.
2
2 through, then double up to 4.
It's the right weapons. There you go. Exploding 9.
10. 29 points of damage. Wallop.
That leaves a Tarlax on 1 health.
Happy days. So short, I'm going to try and retain the initiative with my Droon Battle Droon. So he's going to see if he can activate another unit. Now I need to roll under his authority, which is 75, which I've done. I've rolled 15. Seems to be like maybe a crucial time for me to activate my brutes, because they want to fight before the Mallox does, because if the Mallox hits them, he's probably going to kill one.
The Mallox will react and attack back after the brutes have returned.
Right, so I need 5s to it. Equal skill actually. Equal skill is 5s. And there's 9 in there, so put 1 more in, so I've hit with 3, 6, 8 dice. So you're a bit weaker this time, so my attack's still in the 60s. What's your might and weapon?
My Constitution armor now 62.
62. Right, you need 5s now, where before you needed 4s. As you can see, he's a bit weaker. Oh, they've just got a handful of 9s.
It's 3 stop there, and the 9s bring 2 more through.
So
3 goes through.
Oh, a 9, so I get to an extra one. As you can see, 9s in Darklands are pretty good. So 9, 12, 14, 17 points of damage. And looking at the damage charts that Jamie's ticking off there, that's gone through 2 yellow boxes. So the Mallox has lost 2 attacks, which is probably taken his trample, meaning that's the weakest attack. So that means that was worth me retaining there, because it meant a brute can fight back that probably wouldn't, and he's also lost 2 attacks. And now it's Jamie's Mallox can fight back.
Mallox will fight back. First I'll roll the 1 trample attack I have remaining.
So 5 to it. Hits.
Hits.
And that's in the 80s. My defence Constitution armour is in the 40s. So this is going to be quite hard for me to bounce off. I need a 7. No. So that goes through. Straight dice damage.
Straight dice damage, 2.
Yeah, I can live with that. So I'll mark off 2 points of damage on the brute there. And the rest of his weapons are a bit tasty in that one.
Because I haven't charged, the tusks are in the same strength as the claws, so I'll roll them together.
Yeah, roll them all
7
together.
dice.
Saves on dice rolling. So you need 5s to it.
2 miss.
That's not bad, 5 hits. So it's 5 dice of it, and now I need to
These
roll
are all
7s to
the
bounce them off. Which I've only managed to bounce 1 off, so 4 dice have gone through. Now the Mallox, his claws and his tusks are really big and heavy, so he does double damage dice on those. which is going to hurt. Roll another one for that now. 10, 16, 17, 20, 25, 32, 41 points of damage, which has killed a brute, pretty much as I predicted. And 5 carry over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that's why I activated the brutes first. Okay, and it's still Jamie's activation. Because he fought back with the Mallocs, it doesn't use up his activation, so he's still got his Gabrax that he can put into the fray.
The Gabrax will activate, change from a move order to an attack.
Okay, and in he goes. Now, as you can see, because he's held him back, he can do a swift charge here.
I'll swift charge.
It's going to be harder for my brute. And also because he's waited until the brutes have gone first. The brutes are weary now, their activation's been and gone. The brute can't fight back this hour against that Gabrax team. So you go flying in, your skills in the 40s, mine's in 20s, you need 4s to hit 3s because you've charged. That's 3 attack dice, which he's only managed to hit once. He's biffed that a bit. Now your might weapons in the 60s, my constitution armour is in the 40s. I need 6s, but this is increased to 7s because he's performed a swift charge. No. And he's got a great weapon, so that's double dice damage. Which is all 4. There's lots of zeros flying around today, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Happy days, I can live with that. Okay, so he's activated as well. And I'm left to activate with my battle druid, and I've also got my bow drones. Interesting. Now I'm going to fire the bow drones. Now they're all going to shoot into this combat. And they're going to aim for the Mallocs. Now the reason being it's easier for me to hit the Mallocs, and the reason I'm firing into this combat is because if these arrows miss, the misses are randomised amongst everyone in the combat, so you can hit friend or foe. That's the downside, but because there's 2 enemies and only 1 friend in that combat who's wounded anyway, every miss you've got a 66% chance of hitting the enemy. So I'm going to shoot into the thing. It's the sort of thing the Ysians would do because they don't particularly care about their friends. And he's just in. And the rest are comfortably in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I do find playing in the role with your host is quite good. The Ysians are nasty buggers, so they don't really care. So normally I would need 3s against 2s. Normally I would need 4s to hit the Mallocs. Now this goes up to 5s because of a volley fire, but comes back down to 4s because he's a large target. He's easy to hit. So I need to put all these misses to one side because in a minute I am going to be randomising them. Oh, that was pretty damn good shooting from the Druid Archers because all that lot's hit anyway. Now these dice, we can roll to randomise or we can just allocate. I think the easiest thing to do is say it's 3 dice, 1 hits everybody. So 1 on the Mallocs, 1 on the Tame, 1 on the Brute. So what's your current constitution armour on your Mallocs?
44.
So I'm in 30s, you're in 40s, you need 5s to deflect those bows. And you can see it's getting easier to hit this guy, wound this guy, the more damage is taken, although he's not done bad there. There's 2 9s in there, so
2 9s.
they stop 2 more. So these are damage dice against the Mallocs, in which I've rolled 13 against the Mallocs. I'll try and save my brute while I wait for Jamie to do that. Okay, so 30s against the 30s. I need to roll a 5 to deflect this bow on the brute. No, so the brute takes 1 point of damage. Now I can live with that. And on the Gabrax Tame, your armor's in the 40s, is it?
Armour and constitution's at 47.
So you need to roll a 5 on that dice to sit in. No, so he takes D10 points of damage, 6. And I think that was worth doing, so I only took 1 point on my brute. Feeling smug. Okay, so they've activated. And again, this is where I have a bit of an advantage, having more units to activate. And I've still got my battle druid to activate and think about where I'm going to send him. Now let's have a look. How many points of damage the Mallocs have left?
He's got 25 hit points remaining.
He's going to struggle to drop in. What about the Tarvax?
Tarvax, 2 at full health, 1 with 1 health left.
Okay,
so
now
very easy to finish.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to send him into the Tarvax. The reason being that the first casualty cause, the wounded warrior, must come from within his attack range. So that means that one won't be able to fight back. Now it's less than his pace value. He'll go on to attack order to do that, and I'll knock a couple of trees over because I'm clumsy. Now we go over to attack orders. So I can't do a swift charge, but it is a regular charge still. So in he goes. So he has 3 attack dice. And he's quite skillful at Battle Druid. He's the most skillful guy on the battlefield. His skill is 61, your skill is in the 20s, and he 3s to hit you, which comes down to 2s because I've charged. See, the Battle Druid's a skillful swine, and he's rolled 2 9s in there. So he gets 2 extra dice, that's 5 damage dice cost. And your constitution and armour is in the 40s, is it not?
47, yes.
Because you go on the majority and there's one guy wounded, so I'm in the 60s, you're in the 40s. You need to roll 6s to bounce those off, mate.
They're all through.
Oh,
That's
me.
That's deadly.
That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They double up because the Battle Druid's got a great weapon. There's a lot of great weapons in this game, which is good. Okay, so this is straight damage. 5, 7, 14, 21, 24, 27, 29, 35, 44, 53 points of damage.
1.
Which kills a wounded Tarvax and another one, and leaves a third one on some light wounds. That was a bit lucky, to be fair. I'll take it. So Jamie has to take this guy off first because he's in attack range, and then it's his choice on the other one. Happy days. And that's the end of that hour. So as you can see, in this second hour, the blood started to flow quite a bit. I've lost a brute and 5 drones. Jamie's lost 2 Tarvats, and the Molochs have took some heavy wounds there. So I think this next hour is going to be the crucial one. However, I've used up my General's double activation, and Jamie still has that left to come. So let's roll our authority again. Now I do get a reroll because I lost the last one, as long as I don't go bust. 46.
8.
Oh, I get a reroll, but I've still got to get 8 on there. Oh, 2! I'll take that. Right, I'll take the activations because I think otherwise I'm in trouble. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my Druid Axeman first. Reason being, I can put 5 attack dice onto that Tarvax. If he goes first, he'll kill 1 or 2. Over there, that brute's in trouble anyway. So let's see what happens there. So I'll go with the Druid Axeman.
The Tarvax will react and attack back.
Yeah, he has to. This
He
guy
has
because
his
it's feral. There's no choice. So they're going to wallop him. But these guys get to go first. 3, 4, 5. It's not a charge because they're already involved in combat. So I need 4s to hit you. Spectacular miss. Game of dice, mate. Okay, so what's your constitution now on that guy?
He is now at 41.
You need a 6 to bounce that off, mate. No, doubles up. 6 points of damage, so that's not great. I don't for more than that. But that was some poor rolls to hit there. So Tarvas is going to go back. He's got 5 dice. He's not took enough wounds to lose a dice. So he needs 5s to hit me.
I hit with 1.
Oh, game of dice, mate. I'll see if I can bounce that off. That might not be enough. No, I need 7s. So it doubles up. Oh, a 9. Roll again. This is where the explode 9s come in. 16
points of damage.
That's going to kill a drone outright. And 1 goes over. So I'll take this guy off. And that's my activation. Got your activation?
My activation is I will activate the marks.
Yep.
And attack the brute.
Okay, so what attacks does he have left? All his tramples have now gone.
All his tramples have now gone, but he's still got all his claws and tusks.
So we've got 7 attack dice that will cause double damage here coming up. So I might lose his brute. He's going to need 5s to it. 1 back in for the 9. Happy days. So that's what, 5 hits?
Yep.
Okay, so you're 80s.
80s, yeah.
My brute is now wounded. 28s and the 30s, so I'm going to find it very difficult to bounce these blows off. Yeah, I'm going to need 8s. Oh, 2 9s. So the 2 9s, drag 2 other dice with him because they double up. So only 1 dice goes through, which doubles up. You got him. Oh, 9s again. Game of 9s, isn't it? It's 9s and zeros. 30 points of damage. Okay, so that knocks him down to 15. He's lost an attack now, the brute. The brute has to fight back because he's fell. And he's got 4 dice. Now when he goes back, he's got to put at least 1 dice on the guy that's attacked him. But I'm just going to put them all back because I want that marks out of the way. So I need 5s to hit you. Oh, there's a 9 in there, so 3 hits. And I'm in the 60s, what's your?
30s.
Oh, okay. Could be in trouble now, you need 7s to bounce those off. As you can see earlier it was 1s, now it's much
All
weaker.
go through.
All go through. Sorry, let's have a look. So 6, 11, 14 points of damage. So you can see with the big things, you chip away and you chip away. He's losing attacks and he's also much higher than he was. Those dice he just rolled, he had to roll 7s. Early in the game we would have to roll 4s to bounce those attacks off. So I'm getting there. And that is my activation unless you want to retain.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. So because the fellow unit had to strike back, it doesn't count as my activation. So I will activate. I think I'm going to shoot into that combat again, you know. 1, 2, 3,
The right roll is
5,
quite easy to take out the
seven
Malak.
doubles. So it was 5s. I'm going for the Malaks again. Try and kill him. These are all misses in this part here. As the next dice comes in for the 9. So all those hit the Malaks. And Malaks, Tain, Brute, Malaks, Tain, Brute. Leaving 1 dice left. 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, reroll a 0. So 3 on the Brute, 2 on the Tain, 2 more on the Malaks. So the Malaks, what's his constitution armour?
17.
Oh, so he could well die. You need 6s to bounce those off. Oh, that's not bad then.
There's another one for
So
the 9.
3 damage dice
3 go
through.
through.
4
4 damage.
Oh,
I think he'll survive this one.
Yeah. What's the Tain on?
The Tain is currently on Constitution armour of 41.
Alright, you need 5s to bounce those 2 off on the Tain.
Both
You love it. Okay, my Brute is in trouble because he's on 15, 21. So 30 against 21. The Brute needs 6s to bounce these off. Oh, he bounces 2 off as well. 1 goes through. 3 points of damage. Happy days. Okay, and that's your activation, Jim.
I'll activate the Gabbard Tain, attack the Brute.
Yeah, I think that Brute's going to die now. Okay, so 4s against 30s, you should need 4s to it.
2 hits.
2 hits. Try and bounce these off. It's going to be very difficult now. So the Brute's in the lower bracket now. You're on 60 mighty
60,
weapon?
yep.
Oh, the Brute needs 8s. Now. And they double
Stop
up.
them, they double up. Doing 10 points of damage.
He's still hanging in there. He's had 2 left. He's lost 2 attack dice now. That could be good. Okay, so I'm now going to activate the Battle Droom. Here's my sole activation left. And I'm going to leave that Tarvax to the Drooms. Now, he can either charge this guy, but it won't be a swift charge. What's the Tarvax got left?
Tarvax still got 30 wounds left.
Let's see if I can chop down them. What's the Malak's got left?
7.
Let's see if I can chop down the Malaks. Now, I can't see the Malak, so I can't declare a charge against him. But I can do an attack move and just move up to him and attack him. So it won't be a charge, but I can certainly get the range to do it. So you're just going to wander up to him, hit him over the head. So there's no charge bonus here. So I need 3s to hit him. It would be 2s if I can manage to charge. So 2 dice hit. And my attack's in the 60s, mighty weapon, and your defence is very low now, isn't it?
13.
So you need 8s to chop those off.
None,
No.
both through, so the double up is the great weapon.
And what do I need to kill him?
You will need 7.
That's many more than 7.
Done it. It's gone.
As you can see, again we're showing you again, I chop the big things down as you chip away. And he's gone. And that is the end of that hour. And it's looking good for the Drooms, you would say at this point. But we'll see. Because if he kills my general, I could be in trouble. And it's an authority test, and this time I have to get a reroll. 47.
22. I'll stick
Right.
with that.
Jamie Wright wins that one, as I call him Wrighted. And away you go, mate.
I'll activate Tarvax first.
Yep, right. Wallop, wallop.
Swing away at the Droons. He still hasn't lost any attacks yet. So
My
he's
Droons
on
will activate back because they may as well. Doesn't cost me activation that way. Oh,
It's
4 hits. It fires to it, yeah.
That's it. So 4 hits.
I'm going to struggle to bounce these off on his 7th. Not a 1. 8 dice go through. Some runes here. 10.
19,
27?
27.
Oh, so let's have a look. 9 kills 1, 18 carried on, kills 1.
So 2 are dead. 2 back. What's it? Ah, 2 and a 1. Those dreams and I rub the green. They both missed. Okay, and it is my activation though, because they don't use it up. I'll use the brute. He's got 3 dice left. He needs 6s to hit your guy because he's a bit more skillful. And doesn't get one of those. Brute fails, and it's just your turn.
Retain or swing at the brute.
This is where Jamie runs out of options a bit. I've been lost more stuff. So I managed to get them both made down, I think.
What will I need to hit your brute? Skill 40s.
You'll need 4s to hit.
2 hits.
2 hits.
See if the brute can bounce them off now. Because the brute is almost dead, he needs 8s to bounce them off.
Gets 1 go through, but as long as you don't roll some 0s, he's dead. He's dead.
Right.
Yeah, and have 2 points of damage left, the brute dies. I think he's done his job of holding them up. Okay, now at this point, this combat has ended, so the drones, we're going to see if
into a
they
pincushion.
Let's see if we can. No. Oh, is he in?
Yeah,
just
yeah,
in.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now your skill is in the 40s, isn't it?
Yes.
So they need 5s to hit your 6s because they're volley firing. These are all misses, get them out of the way. And now there's a 9 in there, so I can put 1 dice back in. That goes up. Okay, so what's your current constitution armour?
41.
Mine's 30s against 41. You need 5s to bounce them off.
Who's done alright there?
2 go through.
2 go through because he gets a 9 like additional 1. Oh, 13 points of damage there. Right, let's see if my battle drone can take him then. Again, a bit more flexibility, I can leave my drone to the end because I've got more units to activate. The battle drone will charge the guy Wright's Tame. Now, he can't go a swift charge, he's not more than his pace away, but he still gets a charge.
Right, okay, so my skill's in the 60s, yours is in the 40s,
So it's forced to hit 3s because he's charged. Battle drone is a bit more skillful than him. Hits with all 3. Your constitution armour is?
28.
see, 'cause he's wounded now, so it's getting easier for people to hurt him. My attacks in the my weapons are 60s, you need 7s to bounce those off.
None.
None. So 3 go through, double it because it's a great weapon. 9. Oh, 2 zeros in there then. 13. 18 points of damage. He's nearly dead.
Leaves him very poorly.
And he's lost an attack as well, has he? Again, as you see in Darklands, that's the mechanic we have. The more wounds you have taken, it's always easier for people to get you. As you can see with everything that's going on at the moment. And I do believe that is the end of that hour. So hopefully this next hour, I'm trying not to get too confident, but I'm hoping it'll be a mop-up exercise, but we'll see, shall we? You always get too cocky in this game.
Both bust, I think.
Both
Oh
bust.
no, you're not bust.
74. 75 is right, I'm just under. So I win the authority. Okay, I will activate the Druid Axeman first. Or will I go with? Yeah, activate the Druid Axeman first. And I'll chop at your Tarvax, see if they can drop him. They hit twice actually, needed 4s. So you can bounce those. I'll watch Constitution Armour.
Current constitution armour is 35.
My attacks are the 50s, you need 6s.
Both go through. Great weapons double.
Yeah, Druids are getting their own back now. 8, 16, 22, 29 now as well. Best they've done. Oh, down to 1. I lost 2 attacks as well.
Yep.
So he's got to go back to his foul, but he's now much weaker. His Druid's man, he don't live. You never know. 5.
2 attacks. Needing 5s.
Oh!
No hits.
That's a bit of reverse fortunes for the Druids there. Okay, it's your activation, mate.
I'll activate the Gabbard Tame, take a swing at your leader.
Yeah.
9 dies.
40s against 60s, you need 6s to hit him, mate. Much better skilled than you.
2 hits.
Oh, 2 hits though. And your attack's in the 60s, is it not?
Correct.
My arm's in the 50s, so only 6s.
Well, 1 through.
Doubles up. Great weapon.
11.
11 points of damage.
But you can take that, I think. Okay then, at this point, I'm going to have the archers into that 12x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double shots. So we know from earlier it's 4s. 5 for body firing, isn't it? Oops. Put the hits to one side. Takes an extra 1 in there.
That's another 9 there.
And 9 takes an extra 1 in there. I think it's fair to say he's in a mess, but I might kill my drones as well, yeah? Okay, these are the misses, so 12x, drones, 12x, drones, 12x, drones. Oh,
Odds and
randomised.
evens.
Yeah.
Half odds.
There you go. So 4 on me, the rest on you. So what's your constitution over that guy now? He's like 8 or something?
6.
13 at 6, making these 7s. Drop those off. Yeah, it was 5s, but he took all his wounds. And I'll
That's
both
not
of
one.
my drones. My drones need 6s. My drones are stuck 1. Tell you what, do you want to roll those damage dice against me and I'll roll these against you? That's your target's dead.
Yeah, he's the long
8,
guy.
16, 24. I think that's both my drones dead as well. 15. No, it's not quite. 16, 17, 18, 19.
Very
20,
much
21,
team
22,
players,
23,
the
24. Yeah. I've lost a drone. You don't want to go to battle with those guys, do you? Right, happy days. And last activation then is a battle drone. We've still got 3 attacks. Swing against that team. That's 3 hits. Your constitution arm is now very low.
10.
You need 8 to stop them, mate.
Is that on 3?
Yeah, it's 3.
Stop 1.
So 2 go through, they double up 4.
And he's dead.
There we go. That's the game. Thank you very much, Wright.
Game.
Cheers. As you can see, I think the drones did well from those guys shooting into combat, which is always a bit cheeky. And also, I think the additional activations help out the numbers. But often what you'll find is those Tarvacs, they can sometimes just burst straight through those drones. And then as soon as they get into these guys...
When not denied the charge, the Tarvacs are...
Yeah, if the Tarvac swift charge as well, they go straight through things. So, that's a 499 point game, 499 gold game of Darklands. Thank you very much.